Alright. A few days ago, I put out a link requesting for different pictures from different people for me to edit. Let's get right into editing those pictures. Hi guys, my name is Theo and I'm a photographer. And yeah, today we're editing different pictures from different people. First of all, because it will help me test out like different editing scenarios, right? And secondly, because I actually really like editing pictures. Not necessarily the type that will take you from your kitchen to a plane or something. Let's leave Photoshop out of that. I've prayed for you during our Hallelujah challenge. You get your visa. Let's leave Photoshop guys out of that. I'm just kidding, but yeah, generally I actually do like editing pictures. And I got the idea from Peter McKinnon, so let's get right into it. Let's see what we have today. Okay. Alright, straight away I'm about to offend some people because I do not use Lightroom. I know. What is he doing? Why is he doing that? He should never do that. I know, no vex. I think for this kind of editing especially, straight away Photoshop has everything in one. So I mean, why not just use Photoshop straight? Anyways, this is the first picture of today. As you can see, I've already duplicated the layer, and the camera raw filter basically does what Lightroom would do. It's a good hack for anybody that's interested. Now, straight away, looking at this picture, first of all, think straight away, just looking at this picture, I think I want to make it pop a little more, saturation, colors, everything. But I just want to say that I know that Timi sent this picture because he knew that the picture was very good. Like, he went through his gallery, found one with the need for the least amount of edits and sent it to me because, I mean, it's a nice looking picture and he knew that it was going to be visible to the public. That's okay, Timi. Like, just adjusted blemishes here and there, little changes, nothing drastic. Like I said, Timi knew that was the finest picture in his gallery, so he just said, you know what, I know that people are gonna see it, so yeah, this is the before and after. There'll be more changes in subsequent pictures. Up next, I have the picture that I spent the most amount of time on. I shall put it in camera raw filter again, try to adjust the colors from everything I saw, also trying to make her pop a little more. So I went full brown with this, right? And yeah, like, I love the browns already, so I was like, we can definitely do more with the browns. Color mixing, color grading, all the color things. You get what I'm talking about. And yeah, basically, like, just looking at it, I enjoyed that edit. Even if I'm still going to do more to it later. So yeah, that line was stopping my eyes, so I removed it. Some of the things that I actually edit, sometimes I ask myself, are they necessary? Did anybody notice that line? Anyways, it's just my eyes. And yeah, basically I try to test whether making her bigger will be good. But as you can see, no, I put it back. And yeah, now to the part that took like perhaps the longest time. So I tried to extend the picture by, like, you know, all these things you are seeing. This is took me nothing less than an hour, or was it an hour? Thereabouts. And painful part is, at the end of the day, I didn't use some of it. But basically, this is also me just plugging myself and showing that, yeah, I can actually do this. And yeah, I try to use the content aware feel. A photographer or somebody that uses Photoshop should know that. But it didn't just do what I wanted, so I started manually adding to the picture. Everything you're seeing for the next few seconds was manually added. It's not like the picture was hidden somewhere and then I just brought it out. So yeah. And yeah, ultimately I didn't even use all of that. Once again, sometimes I think the obsession with, I won't even say perfection, near perfection can be a problem, and that's where this actually puts me. So yeah. Alright, if I've got to this point, it's time for you to meet my sponsor for today's video. Myself. I am my own sponsor, and because I'm my own sponsor, please share this video with your friends, your families, and your enemies, so that we can build a brand that is large enough to accommodate sponsors. Yeah, at some point I just said, you know what, I'm just gonna crop it and try and work with what I have. Yeah, I ended up picking her a little brighter, and then the background a little less bright. And yeah, overall, I'll say that I enjoyed this edit, but it's not totally what I had in mind that I ended up with. But all in all, I'm happy with it, and yeah, it's nice. What do you all think? Now this is the second picture. Theo standing similar place. First thing is first, I had to remove that hand that was there because, I mean, you are not the one that is snapped. Why is your hand in the picture? And then I layered the picture so that I could like blur the background, okay, so that the blurring is blurring correct English. The blur will be more realistic, and so I reduced the colors in the background as much as possible, and then we have this as the final design. Also not so different from the first, but once again, because the picture is so good, colors were just the main thing for me to work on. And yeah, I kind of enjoyed this. Yep. Up next, we have this picture from Kamsi, and once again, like I was just like, there's so many colors that I'm not seeing in this picture that I want us to see by fire by force. The picture is so good. I was like, Kamsi, where did you learn this one? Anyways, yeah, like the picture. I just said a few things to bring out the colors more. And straight away I was already feeling it. I was like, and I'm enjoying it. So I'm supposed to comport myself. Anyways, I entered the calibration section, and I said, you know, this is giving, I don't even know what it's giving, but it's like giving something. And I was like, yeah, I'm enjoying it. So this is where I decided to stop first of all, and then like crop it and see what can come out of it after cropping. So yeah, that was one. Then this is a second attempt at it. So I just kept the original colors. Overall, I really enjoyed this one, and it was from here that I knew that, you know what, I'm going to really enjoy the non-human being pictures. This is the second picture from Kamsi, and just looking at it, I'm like, this is a lot of sky again, which sometimes can be bad, but especially in like pictures once again without human beings, it's always lovely to see what we can do with it, and then, you know, just make it shine more. So yeah, a lot of editing, first of all, is trial and error, at least for me. Then I tried to remove that line which was disturbing my eyes, and because like I didn't like the way it wasn't symmetrical, and I said, you know, let's work some magic on this, and I basically duplicated the left hand side and cropped it in again so that it will be more symmetrical once again. Tried to crop it and it wasn't, I think it's giving, that the kids say. It wasn't giving. And yeah, I said I must keep this on. Yeah, did that, and cropping it made sense finally. So yeah, from the first picture, this is what we have in the end, keeping the sun in and then making sure it's symmetrical. Quite happy with this edit. Thank you. Alright, so this is from Imade. First of all, it's a corporate picture. We're not going to do so much with colors, right? So trying to keep the professional feel. You don't want everywhere to be green and yellow for a professional picture. And then I just made sure the background was actually white by desaturating it. And yeah, try to fix a few spots just for minor touch-up. All right, and yeah, so I'm already beginning to, I say, like what I'm saying. And now we're gonna do like just for face smoothing. So the way that works is I add a few filters. You can always pause the video and then try to see what exactly I did. But yeah, just for a brief speeding up. Just did it, not too much face smoothing because Imade skincare is already good. Yeah, then I said, you know, let me try something with the background. I started trying it, but the recording did not record to that side. So yeah, this is similar to what I did in the last video, just to like have some sort of symmetry. So I duplicated the collar, and in trying to keep the pendant, I think it's called pendant, on the necklace, I sharp brought it back. And yeah, I noticed that the right shoulder, is it right or left? I think her left shoulder, it was looking as if I cut it from one side and put it on the other side. And yes, even if I did that, I didn't want that to be too obvious. So yeah, ultimately this is what I ended up with. And I was like, you know, I don't think this is too bad, you know. The next step was basically to extend the picture because it looks almost as if she's inside a tight box. So I didn't want her to be inside a tight box. So I opened my calculator, did some mathematics because I mean, why not? So that I could still maintain the dimensions but increase the size, if you know what I mean. So yeah, basically this is me trying to centralize it once again and then extend the picture as much as possible. And yeah, did content aware feel, and this is the final picture. What do you all think? I was about to say not drastic edits, but I took my time, so that is drastic on us, Sabi. But yeah, I enjoyed it. Now for the next picture, this is Imade probably at an event or a party. The duality of man. The first one is a pure corporate picture. Second one is a pure like one beige kind of picture. And yes, this one we can play with colors more. So yeah, I adjusted a few colors. Wanted her to stay with the style of the show, so I reduced the greens in the grass and ensured that she stayed as yellow as possible. Cropped the picture, added some sort of blur at the back, so blur with greens, yeah, so that it gives like a nice cool effect. And so I didn't want it to be all over the picture, just at the top, so I cut it out from the bottom part of the picture. And yeah, I was like, you know, I like this. And because I really like the picture, I said, you know, I'm going to try something else with it. And so I attempted something else as well. Removed the top of the picture that was a distraction. Did a different type of blurring technique. And ultimately, I ended up with this. Which one do you guys prefer? The first one or the second one? The one on the left or the one on the right? For me, my favorite is the one on the right, I said that everyone has opportunity to send in just two pictures. Choose sent it with different names. Can you guys still put it in the comments and say, choose, Daniel, choose, it's okay. Please help me tell him in the comments. Maybe if I say it, he will not listen to me, but if you guys say it, he will actually listen. So please tell choose in the comments. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Give chance for other people. Anyways, for the rebellious guy, this is what I ended up with. I changed the skies to a more, let's say, the more rainy feel. But I almost said cinematic, but I don't think I like that word anymore. I also changed the grass to be less green. And yeah, this was my favorite picture from this bunch. Yeah. So as you can see, I removed the grass from the side and then cropped it a little more. So do you guys prefer the uncropped version or the cropped version? What am I supposed to? How am I supposed to edit this one?